Hello guys, I'm gaming at I'm acting 2, which girl goes undercover as normal girl by DharMannStudios, as well as the link to the channel and the video description. As always, let's begin, shall we?
Way, royalty coming through!
What?
You're literally standing in front of the Queen's locker.
And?
So, move.
Wow, it's not like there's perfectly good open floor that leads to your locker. And you guys do know that just because she got crowned homecoming queen doesn't make her actual royalty, right?
Yeah, well, your outfit is unfortunate.
Well, your name literally means unfortunate.
You know what, now I wanna know what her name is. You know what, DharMann, I'll give you this. You actually did something new for once. A person gets bullied and they actually fight back immediately? Like, honestly, like, I'm not being sarcastic here. That is genuinely new. Like, you know that every time there's a bully and a victim, and a bullied person, for some reason, the victim has to keep enduring it for the sake of it. But this guy decided, hell no, I am defending myself and I don't care. Which is honestly refreshing because, like, come on, we've all seen these stories. Every time I'm like if you, I'm not joking when I say this. If you look at my other videos about the bully and the victim, that have the bully and the victim, you'll see me saying every time that the person could easily just fight back. Why not fight back? And this guy decided to finally listen to my advice. Of course, I'm not saying he quite literally listened, but like, you know what I mean. Anyway.
She doesn't have to go to a locker.
Oh, darling, you're undeniably radiant. Come, let me get a better look at you. Have you given any thought as to what you would like for your birthday?
I suppose I'd assumed I'd get a husband for my 18th year gift.
Hey, Jack, once you're finished scrubbing these crappers, there's a toilet in men's that needs unclogging.
King Frederick, Prince Philip, my wife, Queen Eleanor, my son, Prince Callum. And I present.
I think the British royalty have done something that I feel like very few types of people do, which is that they made an entire accent associated with them. Like, honestly, I don't know why, but like, for some reason, whenever I imagine royalty, it would be something like this. Like, for some reason, every time royalty is presented in some way, shape, or form, okay, maybe not in every way, but like, yeah, every time I imagine royalty, for some reason, I imagine them having a British accent. Maybe the British monarchy is really that iconic and well known, to the point that people like me, when they think of a British monarchy or, like, you know, royalty, they have to have a British accent.
Present to you my daughter, Princess Alexandra.
Of course they had to get him for this role. Mind you, I'm not being insulting or anything. Of course, like, because if you don't know this guy, if you've watched videos that include him, you'll immediately know why I'm saying that. Because, like, out of the entire cast of DharMann actors, this guy is the most British person imaginable. Like, I don't know if the others are trying to put on a British accent or if they're actually British. I don't know which one, but this guy, he's definitely British. How do I know? Guess what? I've reacted to videos where he was included, and let me tell you, that guy has the most British accent imaginable. And mind you, I'm not saying it in an insulting way. I'm saying it as a matter of fact. Because trust me, once you hear his voice, you'll know what I mean if you haven't heard him yet. Anyway. Yep. Well, at least we got that hint from the get-go.
Friendly staff you have here. You must be incredibly exasperated to become a...
Yep, that accent. Anyway, wait a minute, let me go back here. Wow, a dual hint. Not only do they show us that he essentially doesn't care about her, But I think from that look, she immediately could tell as well that he actually doesn't like her in the slightest. Like, I like the fact that it's subtle, because, like, think about it, literally had to rewind just to catch that second one. Like, the first one is pretty obvious. Her looking to her mate as if knowing, yep, he's giving her that look. Like, I honestly like it when DharMann is being subtle for once, instead of having everything told you on a silver platter. Show, don't tell. Simple? Simple. Like, I honestly like that type of stuff, because it works people who are genuinely focusing, instead of just hearing the story in the background, like those Reddit stories, or, you know, like watching with their brains off. Like, if you actually focus, you will catch these subtle hints instead of suddenly being caught off guard. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Friendly staff you have here. You must be incredibly exasperated to become a queen.
I am excited and ecstatic, whichever.
Now, look, I would say that I honestly don't understand how a monarchy would work nowadays, because here's the thing. The British monarchy are not the government. I feel like they exist now just for the sake of looks. Like, if I'm not wrong, isn't the current king, I don't know if he's considered a king or a prince, but, like, it's Prince Philip, right? I don't know if he's considered a king or not, but, like, anyway. Like, Prince Philip does not have anything to do with royalty. Or, like, no, wait, I said it wrong. Why did I say this? Like, Prince Philip doesn't have anything to do with the government. He pretty much does not have anything to do with the government. Like, the UK have their own prime minister. So I have to ask, how would royalty work in this case? Because nowadays, royalty isn't the government anymore. So what would this type of relationship be like? Like, you know what I mean? Like, of course, this is a political relationship. This is done purely for political relations. This is pretty obvious. So, again, may someone explain to me what's the point of this? Because, like, I feel like it's more akin to families of different businesses marrying, having their offspring marry each other, you know, to make the relationship between the families and the company even stronger, kind of like a partnership. I feel like this is a sort of thing about a monarch version, because, like, it can't be a government situation, since monarchs I don't think are the government anymore. Like, I don't know about other monarchs. Like, the British monarch is the only one I know about. Like, if I'm not wrong, there's also a monarchy in Spain. I might be wrong about this. I'm probably gonna be wrong about this, since, like, genuinely, I don't think I've ever heard about a monarchy that wasn't the British monarchy in such a long time, to the point that I'm not sure if any monarchy other than the British monarchy even exists anymore, but I'm pretty sure that, that most monarchies, if they even exist anymore, aren't the government. Like, maybe there's one or two I don't know about. That's why I said most and not all, because I have to account that it's not like I know about every leader of every country, so there might be a monarchy that I don't know about, maybe. But anyway, let's continue, shall we?
What you'd prefer?
Well, our trade talks with the Prime Minister of Tessaria are going exactly as expected. We'll understand the value their country brings to the table. If everything goes according to plan, I'm happy to ensure your country benefits.
Father, will you excuse me?
I'd be delighted to hear of your plan for policy once you take the throne.
Oh, wait, you were serious?
Callan, what?
Is it me, or does that guy not even know how a monarchy works? Like, why would you take that as a joke?
If we get caught, you said tonight.
And I'll see you now and tonight.
Excuse you. What are you doing sitting on Moa's throne?
I didn't know this was...
Mallory? Mallory, wait, in which language is Mallory considered unfortunate? Okay, anyways, let's continue.
Not so fast. You have to pay the toll fee before exiting.
Oh, and since these clearly aren't working for you, hope you got warranty on those now. Shoot.
Last time I checked, we didn't invite you to sit here with us.
Last time I checked, I was just trying to get lunch with my pal Sophia here. Now you three. And you. You keep calling yourself royalty, but all I see is an insecure, bratty teen girl. Here you go. Because clearly those weren't working out for you.
If you decide to get...
I honestly kind of like the balance because we have the typical victim that we always see, the person who just endures it for the sake of it. And here we have a guy who actually defends himself. Finally, someone who defends themselves. Like, I honestly like it because remember before, most people who would help the victim are either not there all the time or only there after in the aftermath, or they simply just exist to help the protagonist and nothing else. But here, this guy actually defends himself. He doesn't defend her only. You know what I mean? Because like if you think about it, most characters that exist to help the protagonist against the bully only show themselves helping the protagonist or the victim. Like they never show themselves defending themselves, if you know what I mean. Anyway,
Get baptized and then you leave?
Why don't you tell the king and queen that you don't fancy him?
You of all people should understand why I can't do that.
As a proper princess, you will not offer up opinions, you will not draw attention, you will not bring about scandal, and you will not raise your voice.
okay, how old is she here? Because like I feel like a scandal, like if she's a teenager then fine, but if she's a preteen or a young girl at this age, a maid bringing, I don't like, it's pretty much her maid, so like isn't that her maid? Like I don't know if that's her maid or her mom. I think it's her mom, right? So anyways, like a scandal being brought up to a kid would make no sense because unless you explain the deeper topics, if you know what I mean, a kid wouldn't really understand what a scandal is, would they? No, a kid wouldn't understand it because a scandal will require an understanding of the heavy topics, if you know what I mean. That's not like I can guess here. Like, she probably looks like a kid here, but like, who knows about royalty?
You will be the essence of modesty and self-effacement.
If only I was afforded some freedom before I get married. Experience life beyond being a princess. Like a royal rumspringa.
Mother!
At ease. It's only my daughter disturbing us.
Apologies, Father. My excitement overcame me. It's just, I know what I want for my birthday.
Okay, isn't the guard's reaction a little weird? Like, didn't she come in saying, "Father, Father"? Didn't she do that?
Mother!
At ease. It's only my...
Look, I understand the guards obviously wanting to defend, you know, the royals, but like, come on! Wouldn't you be familiar with the princess's voice by now? And also, who else would run in screaming, "Mother!" other than the child? Like, I feel like the guard's reaction is a little bit too much because, like obviously, I don't think it'll be the same guards on the whole 18 years that this girl has been alive. But like, unless the guard was newly recruited, wouldn't they be familiar with the princess's voice by now? Wouldn't they? And also, like, I want to genuinely ask a question. Like, I understand this is for safety, but like, who comes in screaming "Mother" other than the child? Like, genuinely, I feel like their reaction is a little bit overblown. But anyway.
Daughter disturbing us.
Apologies, Father. My excitement overcame me. It's just, I know what I want for my birthday.
Okay, I'm sorry. What did she say it was again? A royal rumspringa, huh? Okay, a royal rumspringa. Okay, so I'm gonna let this run, and don't worry, I'll still be here, but like, I'll go to another device to check out what the royal rumspringa even is. Don't worry, I'll still be here. It's not like I'll leave and let the video play without me doing any commentary. Don't worry. Anyway.
With oat milk and 2 pumps of vanilla.
I still can't believe he took your tiara and broke it. I mean, it gave major anger management issues.
I don't know, it's kind of hot. He doesn't take crap from anyone, that's my kind of man.
Marma, look. She's like really pretty. Are you sure?
Yes. Only the principal knows that you're a... But none of the students do. She signed a non-disclosure. No need to worry. I'll be here after dismissal. Good luck.
Okay, I can't believe I am gonna be using an AI overview for this. Like, Google, why did you even have an AI overview in the first place? But essentially, okay, so Rumspringa, which is German for running around, refers to the period of adolescence among the Amish, okay, sorry, not the Amish, where young adults explore the outside world before deciding whether to become members of the church. Do I check Wikipedia for this? Because I honestly feel like I should not trust AI overview with this one. But like, I think that's pretty much it. Basically giving them a little bit of time to be around the outside world. I guess that's the whole point of a Rumspringa. And also, I feel like the title is a little bit of an understatement. Like, rich girl? There's a difference between a rich girl and a girl from royalty. Isn't there like a massive difference? Anyway.
I know who you are. You're one of those girls who thinks they can just waltz in here and be the hottest thing on campus. Newsflash! I'm the queen bee around here.
Welcome, Alexandra. Is it okay if I call you
Alex is fine.
Great. Principal McKenna at your service. Let me help you find your way around. How about a little tour sound? Excuse me.
She's never nice to anyone ever. Weird.
Yes, she's attending classes now.
Honestly, it's kind of weird how, like, I think her name is, what was her name again? Her name was never said, but I'm pretty sure there was a moment where they showed her name. Okay, so I'm at 6:49, just so that I don't lose track. It was around here.
I didn't know.
Mallory. Okay, so we're at 6:49, so, like, Mallory, you're trying to call out, Alexandra as a stereotype, right? Wouldn't you technically count as a stereotype of the bully girl who's entitled and all that? And also, like, I honestly want to check Google Translate to know what Mallory would mean, how it would mean unfortunate, but like, hey. Okay, like, I think okay, I feel like me checking, I'll check while the video is playing because I don't want to be taking too much of your time. Anyway.
I assure you, I will guarantee that does not happen.
Okay, so I looked and I honestly couldn't find anything. Maybe because of the fact that, you know, Mallory looks like a completely normal name in English. So, like, unless I know which language it is, I wouldn't be able to translate it. But, like, who cares?
Oops.
Okay, he's her crush, right? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, class. Today we are going to continue our unit on international trade. Oh, yes, we have Alex joining us, giving us an even number, which is perfect for our final project, where you'll all be partnering up.
Yeah, partnering up, all that. Like, can you please save me some time?
How was your first day?
I feel like I skipped something before.
Partner up.
Do you want to be?
Partners?
Yep. I don't know why I said that.
How was your first day at an American school?
I'm not sure I understand how to play. Oh. It was different.
Okay, I have a question. Why would she be in an American school? Like, if you think about it, if her family's accent is British and you know, that type of stuff, wouldn't they be, you know, in Britain? Because it doesn't make sense. Why would a family who speaks like British, like who speaks in a British accent and all that, be in the U.S.? And before you say, and before you misunderstand me, what I'm saying here is that, like, remember, families usually don't completely go to other countries. So if a family is in the US, then they must have been deeply rooted in the US, which means that they must be, you know, American and speak an American accent, right? Right? Or did they just straight up take her to another country? They probably took her to the US from the UK or something, because again, whenever royalty speaks in a British accent, I would not be surprised if they were in the UK, because why would you speak in a British accent if you're in the US? Because remember, let me remind you again, I'm not saying that people who speak a British accent shouldn't be in the US or anything. What I'm saying here is that royalty usually don't just move to other countries unless it's a political marriage or something, and that doesn't seem to be the case, because if that was the case, you'd see a family speaking American English and another speaking British English, unless they speak British English because it's more formal or something. So, like, if that's the case, then they must be from the UK. But, like, I feel like I'm overthinking it.
Oh, it completely evaded my memory to ask. But what were you and my father speaking about before we left for America?
Yep, left for America. They weren't from the UK. I told you.
I saw you two in the corridors.
Yes, he was simply stressing the importance of keeping you safe during your travels. What would you like to do now?
Everything I've never done before. I was pondering it, and I would like to get a job.
Pardon me?
Victoria!
Did you just say you would like to get a job? Where?
There!
Alex, this is Jack, our Burger Kingdom's finest. He'll be training you over the next couple of shifts.
I'm playing the card. I don't care. I'm playing the card. What a coincidence that she happened to pick the same place that he works at. What a coincidence, huh? Huh? Yeah, that's card number 1, my boy. And to anyone who doesn't know, and you probably don't know if you haven't watched my other videos, since I haven't done this card thing in like 2 or 3 videos or so, but like, essentially, a card is one big coincidence. Big coincidence. That's essentially it. Like, you know, I'm trying to make it a little more distinct. So instead of me just saying one coincidence, I say one card for the sake of, you know, making it more distinct, gamifying it a bit more, I guess you could say that. But like, anyway.
Well, who would have thought we'd be working together so much? Let me get you started on the POS.
Just sent to Mallory. She's not gonna like this. Alex? O M to the G. I didn't even recognize you.
Yeah, like, wait, where did you say you were from again? Some country with a giant bedbug infestation? Well, I don't recall the conversation you're referring to. You might have me confused with someone else.
Oh no, it was definitely you.
Oh, what kind of sadistic hobby is this? You guys really like picking on people.
Careful, Jack. You should watch your tone if you want my tip.
Here's a tip. Order or get out.
Don't be bitter because you have to wear a ridiculous outfit and serve me.
Your name literally means bitter.
Yeah, well, my name literally means heaven backwards, so what are you gonna do with that?
Wait a second, heaven backwards? I'm gonna try to predict what he's gonna do, so let me recheck.
Your name literally means bitter.
Yeah, well, my name literally means heaven.
Now if you're asking what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to see what heaven backwards would sound like, because I'm telling you, he'll probably come up with a roast related to that. So, like, wait 1 minute for me to write it backwards, because honestly, I'm not gonna depend on memory for this one. Neve. Okay, Neve, name meaning. So Neve, so her name is Neve, huh? Neve, like, come on, like, there has to be a bad meaning for this, you know? There has to be a bad meaning, right? Right? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna check. I'm done. I'm not gonna waste your time by searching up another device for a long time. Like, all I could find is that, yes, Neve just means heaven backwards. No more, no less.
Backwards, so what are you gonna do with that?
Heaven backwards, so the opposite of heaven. You do know what the opposite of heaven is, right?
Like, I'll give it to him. His roasts are good, but the main problem with it is that I don't know if I should call it a problem or a good thing, but like he like his roasts kind of depend on the coincidences of their names. Like, yeah, roasting Mallory and calling her a bratty insecure girl definitely isn't really that specific, but like her name being the meaning of unfortunate, that girl's name being bitter, and the other one is is having backwards. Like, I feel like those examples, like, they are good because they are more personal, which means that they hurt even more, but at the same time, wouldn't I technically call it a coincidence? Since, like, unless their names were specifically Mallory, I don't know what that girl's name is, and her name is Neve, I think that's how it's pronounced. Like, unless their names were exactly that, it wouldn't really work. So I would say that's coincidence number 2, so the second card right here. Like, I'll say it right now for the people who are a little bit lost. What a coincidence that their names happen to be exactly Mallory, I don't know what that girl's name is, and Neve, so I hope I pronounced that right, so that he would be able to use those exact roasts. Like, I'll give him this, they are a bit more personal than the usual roasts that you hear, but at the same time, this has to be a coincidence. I can't just overlook that. Anyway.
Oh, who do we have here? The real Burger Queen.
Hope you're ready for some of the food bank's finest.
Cheer up, Mom. It's payday. It's a good day.
Ugh, I can't find an Insta account under her name.
So weird. She better not get in between Jack and I.
Not to be like that girl, but are you sure he'd be into you? Kind of seems like he hates your guts.
Oh, he's just pretending. I mean, who wouldn't want to be with me?
Like, is it me, or is that the perfect mix, or I guess the worst mix of entitlement and main character syndrome? Wait, wouldn't entitlement and main character syndrome technically be the same thing? Because you expect everything to be handed out to you and all that, and you kind of expect the world to revolve around you. Wouldn't entitlement and main character syndrome technically be the same thing? But like, if they are the same thing, then that girl is the worst mix of that. Like, oh yeah, he's just pretending. What do you mean pretending? What do you mean pretending? What lenses and hearing aids are you hearing and seeing him through? Because like, unless you and I saw and heard the same person with the same voice, with the same lines, with the same dialogue, there's no way in hell you would say that, oh yeah, he's just pretending. What do you mean he's pretending? Like, are you using a hearing aid and glasses that show him both with hearing and visuals that he's into you? Anyway, let's continue.
Trust me, we're gonna be an item by the end of the senior trip.
Okay, quick disclaimer. I'm a bit pinched for cash. Don't worry, I will give you all my tips for tonight because
I was planning on paying if you wouldn't mind. I couldn't accept your hard-earned money.
Honestly, what I don't like here and what honestly makes me concerned about the royal family is that, like, why didn't they send an escort with her? Or, like, send someone who's supposed to guide her through high school? Because, like, here's the thing. She's a royal. She never really experienced the type of difficulties a normal person would go through. And I'm not specifically talking about money and stuff like that. I'm talking about stuff like bullying and the such. Like, a person who's in royalty would never have experienced bullying, or at least would very rarely experience it, so they wouldn't be ready to deal with it. Like, a normal person would know how to deal with it. Either endure it, which I honestly don't like, or do a comeback. You know what I mean? But, like, for her, she doesn't know about all of that. So, like, why wouldn't they send an escort who's supposed to be with her? I'm sure they know someone. Like, when you genuinely think about it, she isn't really ready to experience the real world just like that. And this guy is purely a coincidence. So, anyway.
If you'll excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to be in the way.
Oh, not at all. I was just curious if you'd like some help with your makeup.
Really? Thanks. Yeah,
How bullied was that girl in her life? The fact that her instant reaction to seeing a beautiful girl in front of her is, oh, I'm sorry, I might be in the way. Like, how bullied was she? Like, she generally started to make me feel sad for her, because if you've been bullied so much to the point that nowadays, and when you see a beautiful girl in front of you, you're immediately like, oh, I'm sorry, I might have been in your way. Like, that honestly makes me feel sad for her. Anyway.
I never wore makeup before, but I finally got contacts after. Never mind.
How about we look for some color? I think this would be the perfect lip color for you.
I'm honestly surprised that DharMann actually managed to get like a whole cast that's like British. Like I wouldn't want to say after hearing all that she's pretending or like she's an American doing a British accent, because like she sounds like, I would say, way too genuine for it to be a British accent. I get for it to just be an American doing a British accent. But like at the same time, I also can't really believe it, since DharMann is based in America, so I'm finding British people would be a lot harder. Like, out of the entire cast that I've seen, like in his recent videos, only one person, which is that guy with the black hair who's supposed to be marrying her, is British that I know about. Every other person is American, so I'm honestly surprised he managed to do it.
I don't think makeup will do the trick.
Yeah, you need like plastic surgery or something.
Oh. Thanks for holding that for me. Just the color I was looking for.
My friend was looking to purchase that.
Oh, is that so? Well, what are you gonna do about it, huh?
Did you hot glue your tiara back together?
I honestly like the fact that any time he comes in, he immediately roasts her. And also what I like is that he actually comes in before anything bad happens. Unlike most of the helpers with the victims, where they only for some reason come in in the aftermath. Like, from what I've seen from videos that include the victim and the bully, where the victim gets someone to help them, most of the time that person maybe helps only once to establish themselves as the helper, but then after that they only happen to come in the aftermath. But for him, he actually intervenes in time, which I'll give him. Anyway.
Occasionally say they don't burn.
Jack, may I ask you a question? How are you so easily able to stand up to people?
I guess I just stopped putting up with people's crap. In my life, I had no choice. See, my father, he was like the backbone of our family. After he passed, the world just became cruel.
Okay, I might as well say this at the moment so that you guys don't get confused. And this is not really related to the video, but expect me to skip random moments if I think that they're not worth it. Because guess what? I'm trying to save your time. Like, I'm pretty sure that the video that I'm doing, like, I'm betting here because I obviously can't look at the runtime unless I look at OBS Studio. And I honestly don't want to, don't want to do a disturbance because I do not trust this thing to be fast enough for it to not be a disturbance. But, like, I'm pretty sure at this point I pretty much surpassed the original runtime. So like, I'm trying to save your time, okay? So don't be surprised if you find me skipping random moments or especially montages, because guess what? You know when you hear the life lesson of it's not about the destination, it's about the journey? Well, guess what? Here it's the opposite. It's about the destination, not the journey. Any part about the journey that's a montage, skip, 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 skip. Anyway, let's continue.
People started looking down at my mom because she had a disability. And then the kids at school started picking on my little sister. And me. And so I had to learn pretty quickly that you have to stand up for yourself before you stand up for others.
I can't believe I didn't already mention this, but like, Burger Queen? Really? Like, this is honestly a first for Dhar, man. So it's like, usually he makes up total brands that are pretty much not known. Like, is there a place in real life that's similar to Giovanni's, for example? I feel like if you've watched DharMann for like a year or two, you'll definitely know the name Giovanni's, because whenever there's a really fancy restaurant, it's always named Giovanni's for some reason. Like, is there any restaurant that has an equivalent? Because I don't think DharMann is known for the whole thing about the names of the restaurants or schools being references to actual restaurants or schools. I don't think he's known for this. But anyway.
You are truly admirable, Jack. I could never be like you.
Huh? Don't sell yourself short. You know your name means defender, right? Oh, here, let's run that under cold water. Oh, sorry. Right.
The definition of a gaze that lasts a moment too long.
Let me get some burned cream.
Is it me, or is that the first time that this woman genuinely got hurt? Anyway.
Here you go. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Guess who convinced their manager to bring home some burgers? Yes, sir.
Thank you.
This is for you.
Wow, your friend's really pretty. Where's your burger, Jackie?
I'm not hungry.
I'll share mine.
Thanks. Here.
I don't think I want to marry Philip anymore. I think I'm falling for Jack.
Yes, she's attending classes now.
You must ensure that she doesn't get any silly ideas while she's across the pond. I know how these Americans can get.
I assure you, I will guarantee that does not happen.
And you do understand what's at stake if she doesn't come back.
I've decided to take on more shifts to spend more time with the fellow. He works all the time, and besides, I've been enjoying it to a greater deal than I anticipated.
I'd like to come and visit you at work sometime.
Visit you? More like stalk you. Yeah, I'm done. It's maybe because of my headphones, but like I feel like this, like the background music is genuinely way too loud for me. Like it's creeping to a volume that makes me a little bit uncomfortable. So
I've never seen a rat there my entire life.
shut down of a rat infestation, really? Like I did hear about the whole, oh yeah, because there was a rat, we're gonna have to close this place down because of Ratatouille, but like, is that actually true? Like, not even an investigation, nothing like that. Not even a like, shouldn't there be some sort of investigation and for them to clean up the place before anything happens? Because trust me, if it's about rats, then multiple places should already be shut down that weren't. So I don't. But like, if someone has an explanation for this, I honestly welcome it, because I'll admit there's some stuff I just don't know about. Like, I don't know about the rules when it comes to food safety. Like, why would a restaurant shut down immediately because of a rat infestation? Like, I understand shutting it down temporarily to deal with it, but shutting it down completely is something else. So like, if someone has an explanation for this, please tell me. Just please tell me. Anyway.
What are you gonna do? I have bills to pay.
Jackie, sweetheart, this package came for you with the mail.
doesn't feel right.
You have a family to care for, correct? Maybe someone's looking out for you. And this way we could spend more time together, outside of work. If that's something you'd like.
Yeah.
Should we return to our project?
Seniors, don't forget to turn in your permission slips today for your senior trip this upcoming weekend.
Alex was right. This is a perfect color on you.
Please just stop.
What?
I thought you wanted my throne and my makeup. Now you got it.
Let's finish up this makeover, yeah?
Leave her alone.
Or what, huh? Why don't you go annoy somebody else with your atrocious accent?
You have to stand up for yourself before you stand up for others.
Wait a second. Atrocious accent. If I'm not wrong, wasn't Mallory doing like a faint version, like a fake version of a British accent? Wasn't she the one doing that?
Atrocious. That's a big word for you, huh? I suggest you stop acting like an overzealous child who can't color in between the lines and dedicate your time to rehabilitating your atrocious attitude. I can assure you it's much more annoying than my accent.
Fine. I'll leave the clown alone. But this isn't over.
Your objective is to secure the best deal for your assigned country before the timer runs out. You can form partnerships, set new trade terms, and make counteroffers. But
so let me guess. This is essentially what will teach her about how royal marriages exist. Because, like, let's be honest, 100% of royal marriages. I'm not even gonna say 99%. No, straight up 100% of royal marriages are political marriages. No more, no less. Why? How? How am I so sure? Well, think about it. Usually, when people from royalties marry each other, it's usually royalties that are from other countries. So unless a man, for example, the man went to visit a country that had a royal family and visit that family and met the girl and stuff like that. Unless that happens, which would honestly be kind of rare. There's no way that the two who are getting married would even know each other prior to it. So, like, that's why I say it's 100%. But you know what? I'll be generous. I'll say 99.999999999% of political marriages are just simply political. There's no love. Because, you know, there's gotta be that one very small percentage where it's actually where it at least has a love element put into it. Like, they're always gonna be political. But, like, at least there's gonna be some love element to it. Rarely. But, like, there's still sometimes gonna be a love element to it, but it's still gonna be a political marriage either
remember,
way.
all bad deals have consequences. You have 15 minutes, so act fast. And go!
Okay, so before this montage starts, let's look at the teams here. So, we have Eurasia.
Remember, all bad deals have consequences.
Dracovia. Okay, let me check for a sec here what Dracovia is. Don't worry, I won't take long. What is Dracovia? Because, you know, if we're gonna have teams, I don't want to understand what the teams are. Is a fictional European army ruled by Vlad Dracul, also known as Dracula, and his daimonic army. Why is there an E after? Why is there an A before the E? But, like, wait, so we're having... Wait a minute. So we're having Eurasia, which is obviously the mix of Asia and Europe. And then we have Dragovia. Like, are we mixing real life countries and continents with fictional things now?
You have 15 minutes, so act fast.
Veridonia. Might as well inspect what that is as well. What is Veridonia? Don't worry, I won't take long. Veridonia. Okay. Veridonia is a small island nation, specifically a constitutional monarchy. Okay, so we do have monarchies. But again, I don't know why I would trust an AI here, but like, who knows? Like, wait a minute. Is that a real life country or is it the... Are you kidding me? Like, wait a minute. This is why you never trust AI. Is this a real country or is this a fictional country? Get me a... Veridonia is a fictional country located in the heart of a lush, vibrant continent. in the future of Europe's wiki. I guess that's a game or a movie or something. I don't know. I don't know about that thing. But like, this is why you never trust AI. Anyway.
And go.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. This is a montage. Remember, in this channel, it's about the destination, not the journey, baby. So we. Nope. I do not care. This is essentially gonna be a rivalry, huh?
We will not be bullied into a deal of servitude. Actually, Pakistan
and remain.
Wait, let me check.
We can guarantee security as long as you accept no other trade partners and remain loyal to us.
We've already secured treaties with Solrain, Eurasia, and Balkistan. We will not be bullied into a deal of servitude.
Actually, we would like to break our partnership with Dracovia and join your treaty. In exchange for protection from Dracovia.
Looks like you're all on your own.
Fine. We'll join your stupid treaty.
And time. Well done, Verdonia. You secured economic growth, tech advancement, and security without losing your autonomy. Bonus points for maintaining stability amongst countries.
I'm delighted you're chaperoning this trip. You know, I could never do it without you.
It is my pleasure, Princess Alexandra.
And oh, you'll adore Jack. I hope my parents will understand when I tell them I won't be marrying Philip.
The task is easy. Ensure the safe return of Princess Alexandra and the fruition of her marriage to Prince Philip. If you succeed, I will allow Prince Callan and you to wed. But if you fail...
Oh, that's Jack. Please excuse me.
Okay, so they at least made her love to Prince Callan or whatever his name is actually worth something instead of it just being a fact for the sake of it. At least they did that.
Alex, I want to tell you something. I don't want to be friends anymore. Because I want you to be my girlfriend.
Okay, where is the woman panicking right now? Wait a second. May I ask, how does that girl know what a girlfriend even means? Remember, in royalty, there's no such thing as dating. It's marriage immediately. You know the people who say no dating before marriage or like no dating just marriage? Royalty is essentially that. So like, how does she know what a girlfriend is? Like, I'd expect her to just I'd expect her to ask him, what is a girlfriend in a British accent? Like, sadly, I can't do a British accent. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll be able to do it eventually. But like, you know what I mean. Anyway.
Because I want you to be my girlfriend.
I'm surprised that she immediately understood it, but like, you know what? I immediately said it.
Over my dead body. We need to break them up. ASAP. Not to intrude, but whatever it is you're planning, I may be able to help. You won't believe what I know.
Phone is acting up. Meet me at room 301 at 6 p.m. We'll grab some dinner to celebrate. Love, Jack.
I'm really happy you came.
Yeah, it's fun, I guess.
I wish you were sitting next to me. Oh, I thought you said she wasn't going to be here until later.
What?
No.
Wait, Alex, it's not what it looks like.
Really? So Mallory was casually sitting on your bed? You're a liar.
You're one to talk.
Wait.
You're one to talk.
Princess,
How do you like the States?
Princess Alexandra.
Princess, a few questions, please.
How do you like the States?
Princess,
Please, a few questions,
How do you like...
Will you please allow the princess and I a moment alone? I've never seen you so distraught before.
Perhaps it's due to the realization that a life as a voiceless princess was always my destiny. I was happy, Victoria. Truly happy in a way I have never been. But it was all a lie. At least I'll always have you, my greatest confidant, by my side.
You better not slip up.
What do you mean? I don't know. What do I do?
Coincidence number 3. Or should I say card number 3? 3 cards, my boy? Really, DharMann? DharMann, I'm telling you, if you dare reach card number 4, we will reach the highest card we've ever done. Like, it's not the first, it wouldn't be the first time he did 4 cards. It's just that until now, like, at this point, it's 4 cards is still the highest. So I want to know if he'll approach that or even surpass it. You know what? I'll give him this. For the first time, it's actually clever how he figured it out. Wow, it's the same handwriting. Like, honestly, I'll give them this. The first time they have a person actually discovering something in a way that makes sense. Because I'm not joking when I tell you, most of the time, and you can watch my videos for proof, when the character like him discovers something important, like they always discover it in like the ways that scream out coincidence. But anyway.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate the love between Princess Alexandra and Prince...
Stop! God! No! Unhand her this instant.
You cannot go through with this marriage because you love Jack, not Philip.
But Jack...
He never cheated on you. That was all my fault. Allow me to explain. Before we left for America, King Herbert caught Prince Callan and I together. He leveraged this to threaten me to ensure that you returned home and proceeded with this marriage. If I failed, I would be thrown in prison. If I succeeded, he'd allow me to marry Prince Callan. So I conspired with Mallory and her friends to make...
Yeah, I'm done. We all know what's gonna happen. We all know.
Sandra, I am deeply sorry for everything, but you cannot marry Philip, especially after my recent discovery that Prince Philip had an affair with our parlour maid.
That cannot be, and there is no evidence.
I have proof.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is way worse than I expected it.
I guess that settles it. Prince Philip, I wish you and the parlour maid a happy union.
What?
Father, I don't understand what has your knickers in a twist.
I beg your pardon. My knickers are in a twist because we're about to enter trade deal negotiations, which will be now cut out of.
Father? What do you mean?
This marriage was to secure trade deals to save our economy. At this rate, our country's facing turmoil within a few months. Why couldn't you just simply do what you were supposed to do?
Bro, just immediately point out the scandal. If anything, you're not gonna be involved. Is it the whole point to avoid scandal? Because my guy, like, your daughter quite literally may help you avoid a massive scandal, because if she did get married to Philip and this information got out in some way, shape, or form, your family would immediately be involved. So you better thank God that she covered him up early. Like, think about it. If the family doesn't want to be involved in a scandal, then why would they allow their daughter to be involved, or to be married to someone who's technically in a scandal? Maybe?
Where are you going?
To fix the problem. We will not be bullied into submission.
What is this?
This king is in need of your signature. I closed a trade deal for us. I suppose my time in America wasn't an entire waste. Oh, and let's put it simply, Prince Philip and King Frederick are not happy.
What do you mean the Prime Minister of Tesaria is pulling out of our deal? You're doing business with whom?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm done. Like, my guy, we all know what's gonna happen. I'm done.
I saw that you called off your wedding. No need to explain. Victoria fessed up.
I wanted to thank you for everything, especially for helping me understand that you have to stand up for your...
Can I just skip this? Wait, let me see these.
This thing break because she's a real princess, not a wannabe.
Mallory, Nevaeh, Mara, my office. Now.
Yep, we're done. Okay, what do I say about this? First of all, what the king is saying makes absolutely no sense. Like, first of all, you have got to understand something. Whenever you reenact something like, for example, pretending to be countries with trade deals, it's a little bit more complicated than what they did. You know what I mean? Like I understand it's supposed to be a representation, but at the same time, that type of stuff is often simplified, if you know what I mean. They're often simplified. So, why, how would that really, you know what, maybe that helped because she at least got a bit of experience, but her being so experienced to the point that she did these deals feels a little unbelievable. But, you know, maybe I'll let it slide because it's not that far of a stretch. So we have 3 cards. Amazing. And also, I want to ask a question. Why did the king get mad with her? Why did he get mad with Alexandra? Because, think about it. Was it part of the training for her to avoid scandal? Think about it. Imagine a scandal. The Prince Philip's exposed for having an affair with a maid. Wouldn't the wife be involved immediately? If anything, your daughter helped you avoid a scandal. What do you mean she did something wrong? And also, I don't believe that she would be able to do trade deals that easily. I did skip this. I did skip the part, but, at the same time, remember, for trade deals to occur, the two parties have to benefit each other. It's not just, oh yeah, I'm in trouble, can you please help me? You know what, I'll help you. It's not that. Most trade deals are about the 2 parties benefiting from each other. You know what I mean? And, I don't know if I can judge it that well, because, you know, I did skip the part. You know what? I'll go back to it just to make my point.
Are not high. This king is in need of signature. I closed a trade deal for us.
Are you kidding me? I was just thinking, you know what? I'll give this video some slack, you know? Because, you know, I skipped the part. I'll give it some slack. I was wrong. Oh yeah, we did that deal without any dialogue and it just happened because we wanted it to. What? Why would they accept your deal? Remember, trade deals are never about, oh yeah, I'll help this country because I want to. There always has to be a benefit for the 2 of them. The countries don't just help each other for the sake of it. The whole point of a trade deal is that the 2 parties benefit from the deal in some way. But they didn't show what the president or what the prime minister is benefiting from. They never showed it. What is he benefiting from? The family's definitely benefiting, but what about him, huh? What about him? And also, 3 cards. Really? Really, DharMann? This isn't the highest DharMann has ever won. The highest DharMann has ever won is 4 cards. But like, come on, Dhar Mann 3. Like, I want to ask, why is it that Dhar Mann has to be weird with the cards? Like, remember, cards mean coincidences here, so that you don't get confused. Like the last few videos I reacted to had 0 coincidences, maybe just 1, and then we suddenly went up to 3. Like, maybe depending on how you counted, it could be 4, it could be 2, but from my counting, it's 3. Like, what? Really, dude? Really? And I honestly, like, why do I feel like the video has gone on for a bit too long? Like, Dhar Mann, did you need 29 minutes? Like, I will admit, this video is a harder to explain as filler rather than the others, because usually when I point out that videos are filler, the videos have filler, I can easily point out the part where I say, yup, this is filler. But I'll admit, even though I feel like the story has gone on for a bit too long, I can't say, oh yeah, this part is filler or this part is filler. I can't say that. So at least give it the fact that no part feels like it's filler, even though I feel like the story did go on for a bit too long. But like, at least if I can point out which part is filler specifically, then they've at least done something. Like, I haven't pointed out filler in like a long time. Like, the last time I did this was probably months ago. But like at least this time I can point out anything, because it shows that the story is at least good enough that it doesn't have to have filler for the sake of runtime. Oh boy, this story was long. But like, yeah, I have a question. When it comes to Princess Alexandra, why didn't she have an escort? And I don't care about that maid. Like, her name is Victoria. I don't care about Victoria, because like, Victoria helps her, yes, but only in the house. Like, wouldn't Princess Alexandra need someone to be with her in high school to assist her? Because remember, she's been living the life of royalty. Like, I can't say she never studied, because she obviously was probably homeschooled. Because, you know, a queen has to lead in some way, shape, or form. And, like, why wouldn't she have someone to help her in high school? Like, I feel like Victoria and the king would obviously know that there's bullying and all that. So, like, why wouldn't they have someone to help her? And before you point out the guy who keeps helping her, no. Her being with him is a mere coincidence that she just so happened to work in the same place as him, and because he's her first friend, she attached to him in a way. She got attached to him. She latched onto him because, you know, he's her first friend. Like, her relationship with him is basically a coincidence on its own. Like, genuinely, it's basically just a coincidence on its own. Like, why is it that a lot of stuff with this video simply just doesn't make sense? But hey, at least it didn't infuriate me like the last one did. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. On the left is my most recent video. Otherwise, the video is comments, as well as links to the channel and the video description. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.